Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. This is another one from my to-do list, which is all of the big games, which I try and save up. I actually only saved this one up today. I saw it and I'm like, yep, put that onto the to-do list. And then I'm like, straight away, you know what? I got a ton of games in my to-do list, so might as well do this one. Usually, I try and do one a week, but I got so many, maybe I'll do like 2 a week or something like that. Yeah, so anyway, basically, the ones I put in my to-do list are ones which are at least half an hour in StarCraft time. That doesn't mean they're going to be at least half an hour in video game time, but at least half an hour in StarCraft 2 time. So the epic games, those are the ones I save up. So, and this one is definitely going to be epic. So up the top left side of the map is going to be a bloody dialogue just popped up. I was trying to alt-tab to bloody Chrome, but it keeps popping up other windows instead. So it's going to be Mr. MMA. We cast him yesterday against Stardust, I think it was. No, not Stardust, Starbuck. Somebody. I don't know. Somebody starting with stars. So confusing. He is 25 years of age from South Korea, plays for Team Acer, but of course you already knew that because everybody out there loves MMA because he's such an awesome player. And yeah, his opponent down the bottom left side of the map, Mr. NightEnD. I have a funny feeling I've cast this guy before, but I can't remember when. I haven't cast him all that much, maybe once or twice previously, but he is 26 years of age, from Romania, plays for the new Rosoft team, and he's pretty... I don't know. I don't know how good he is. Obviously, he's in one of my to-do list games. He's one of these epic games. He's not going to fall over in 10 minutes flat. He's going to last a while. He's going to do some good stuff. But whether or not he's better than MMA, almost certainly not. Because MMA is MMA and he is awesome. But yeah, I do not know. I don't know how good he is. I can't remember. I can't remember if I cast... I think I did cast him, but I can't remember how good he is. So yeah, we will just have to see, well, what happens in here. So we got a Reaper coming on in very, very fast from MMA. Going to do a bit of a scout, going to shoot some workers in the face. NightEnD, oh, not quite fast enough to run that guy away. Did end up getting shot. The Reaper takes a kill, takes a probe kill, which is not that easy to do, but does do it. So very nice. And now, another one, gets another one. So no, NightEnD not quite fast enough to run those probes away. Of course, the goal is to run the probe all the way out to the other direction to force the Reaper into the middle to follow it. And if the Reaper is stupid enough to actually get in the middle, you're surrounded with probes and then you kill it. But NightEnD not quite fast enough to pull the probes in. That time he was fast enough. That time it was fast enough, and the Reaper almost went in the middle. And then, but of course, MMA with excellent control moved it out at the very last second. Didn't quite kill the probe, but didn't lose his Reaper either. But now with the Stalker over there and with the Mothership Core over here, it's going to be very, very tough to get in there and kill any more probes. So probably not going to happen anymore. He's going to give it a try, but the Mothership Core sees that and is going to be getting the hell out of there. It's not so much the Mothership Core damage, which he's going to be worried about. It's the fact that if he gets close enough to hit the probes, Mothership Core just puts the warp on the Nexus and the Reaper is almost certainly going to be toast. And it's not even the energy, because at this point in the game, what else is the Mothership Core going to be using the energy for? Not a lot. So here we go. Finally, NightEnD is sick of this Reaper. MMA going to be running the hell out of there, but he did not quite realize it was happening. It was a little bit slow to move it away and did end up losing it. But he is going to be sending in a group of Marines and Widowmine. So MMA has been a very, very busy boy back at his base. Can build a ton of stuff. Another barracks, starport, all that sort of fun stuff. Not going for fast Hellions, really. It looks like he's going straight into Triple M, so it's allowed him to get that Widowmine and a bunch of Marines out nice and early. And yeah, we'll see how it happens. So he's obviously going to be pretty happy just sitting back here. Maybe thinking about a third base, something like that. NightEnD getting the early observer here. Very, very nice stuff. And oh man, I'm thinking maybe I should have had lunch before this game started, because this is going to be quite a long game and I haven't had lunch yet. I got Final Fantasy 13 on Friday, like 2 days ago. I've been playing it a lot, and basically I woke up at like 10 o'clock this morning and I just played for like 4 hours straight. I'm like, yeah, I'll do some casting at some point. Yeah, sometime soon. And then it's like 2 o'clock and I'm like, oh man, I should probably get 3 games done, because I'm ahead. I'm like a week ahead normally. Since I had my week off, I got a week ahead on videos, but it's hard. So this morning I'm officially 4 days ahead, which is not a week, which is like only 4 days. So I want to get 3 videos done today, and this is the 3rd video, but it's like 3:30 now and I still haven't not had lunch. So it's a struggle, and maybe I'm regretting casting an epic game because, oh man, I was going to eat a biscuit, but when I eat biscuits it kind of feels funny in my mouth. Like, the weirdest foods, like you just eat them and you don't think it, you think, oh, this food tastes nice, but if you eat certain types of foods and then you try and talk for half an hour afterwards, it doesn't have a good feeling about it. It's like you got crumbs sort of rolling around in your mouth while you're trying to talk. It's a bit of an uncomfortable feeling. So there's certain sort of foods which you don't want to eat before casting. Like, some of them it's okay. Like, I think sultanas maybe are okay. And I eat a lot of sultanas, but yeah, biscuits, not good. The crumbs it's not good for casting. It's not a good casting food. And there's a whole bunch of others as well. So yeah, maybe I should have some sultanas. But I'm sitting at my desk and the sultanas are all on the way in the kitchen, so it's going to be tough. NightEnD getting some Colossus out just to actually start casting the game for a little bit here. We do have 1 Colossus just got built. Very, very nice. Very, very good stuff. And we do have Vikings coming out for MMA, so he's obviously seen the danger or anticipated the danger. Did he scout this? He did. I don't know how the hell he scouted that, but somehow he did. Probably with this medevac going in there, doing some trying to do some havoc. And now he's getting a ton of Vikings out. Only off 1 Stargate at the moment. Starport, Stargate, Starport. They should not have made those names so similar because that's just annoying as all hell. And here we go, Marine just running off here, zooming on in. Does the scan here, sees a whole bunch of stalkers, runs off. So that was a scan that paid for itself, because otherwise he would have lost a medevac and all of those forces. And he wasn't really slow enough to actually let NightEnD know, because if you scan, then NightEnd's like, oh my god, somebody's about to drop there. But it wasn't that slow. I mean, the drop was going to happen like 2 seconds after the scan, so it's not a huge drama anyway. But look at these Colossus, man. I'm not used to seeing Colossus without the Ultra Zoom. Oh, Widow Mine for the win. Just absolutely owned that Stalker. I think it was just the Stalker, yeah. Here we go, the Overseer's coming around. Is like, hey guys, here's the Widow Mine you guys were looking for. It turns out it is there. It wasn't just your imagination. The Stalker wasn't just suicidal or anything. There actually was a Widow Mine there. There's another observer over there. Man, MMA needs to sort this guy out, but of course he's not really going to be looking in this area too much. So, nah. Still building Vikings, definitely. This second starport should be a great idea. Because yeah, 1 starport just building Vikings cannot be fast enough in some cases. Of course, you do need like 3, I'd say 3 or 4 Vikings per Colossus. And yeah, you definitely, off 1 starport, is very hard to do that if the enemy is chrono boosting Colossus, and if they chrono boosting Colossi, sorry. And if they have double robo facilities building Colossi, then they are absolutely going to outstrip your Viking numbers. So you definitely want to have 2 starports building Vikings at the same time. And of course you still need medevacs as well. Medevacs are still an important part of your army, so if you need to be able to build those as well as the Vikings. So here we go, we've got 5, 6 Vikings over here with the main army. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. We do have 3 Colossus out here, but NightEnD, does he have that many forces in the ground? I'm not sure that he does. Oh, very nice, pulling back to the base. And that is going to buy NightEnD some time. And time is definitely going to help him out, because he's trying to get Storm out at the moment. He does have 2 High Templar, could get a few more of those. But yeah, he's trying to get Storm out, and so time is definitely something that he needs to get right now. And yeah, good stuff. Mr. MMA, seeing that NightEnD is sort of on the back foot, sort of wanting to buy some time, decides, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for a 4th base at this point and just push it on out. Almost probably going to go over here with his 4th base. A little bit safer over there. But here he goes, moving in once again. He's given this enough time to stop working. There he goes, stopped right there. Oh, beautiful play by the Stalkers. A little bit of a funny play by MMA. I don't think that was a best idea to move out there. But he's going to try and move out again. The Vikings continually hit. Storm is out. And the High Templar is just running for their life to try and get a Storm on these forces. But not quite going to happen. Look at how Marauder heavy this army is anyway. 21 and 32. That's quite Marauder heavy. Usually you're looking at like 5 or 6 Marines per Marauder, but now it's just like 1.5 Marines per Marauder. So MMA definitely well aware of the dangers that Colossi and Storms do prove to his Triple M force, and he's trying to sort of mitigate those a little bit with a more Marauder heavy army. He's getting 2-2 here. Looks like NightEnD has pushed out a little bit ahead. He's already got 2-2, just started 3-3. So it's very rare to see somebody pushing out ahead of upgrades for MMA, but we are seeing that right here. And we're also seeing Ghost coming out from Mr. MMA, building 4 Vikings at a time. He's not going to take the Colossus lightly anymore. He wants to absolutely destroy them. And NightEnD pushing out with a 4th base as well. So we are seeing somebody who definitely has the possibility to take out MMA. And NightEnD, I mean, usually if I don't know the player too well, if I haven't cast a lot of games, and usually if I go against a player like MMA, it's just sort of a ruffle stomp sort of game where it's just sort of in the round of 32, he's just moving ahead to the grand finals or something. But like yesterday's game where Starbuck, he held off for a while, he did a very good job, and then eventually had to cave in. NightEnD might do better than that. NightEnD might actually come out with a victory here. He's looking very, very strong so far. He hasn't taken any shit from MMA. He's been doing a lot of good stuff. He's got the High Templar. He's got all that sort of stuff. But MMA is starting to look very, very scary right here. He's getting the Ghosts out. Oh, the High Templars. Beautiful. Snipity, 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 snipe, snipe, snipe. Where's the Overseer here? I can't see it there. Oh, man. NightEnD. Oh, what a loss right there. The High Templar just getting absolutely owned. 4 Colossus, but how many Vikings do we have? The answer is quite a few. And more High Templar coming in, storming the edges, but MMA manages to dodge most of that damage. And great job. They're managing to warp together before they could get sniped too badly. And the Ghost going right. NightEnD, where the hell are your Overseers? Just the observers, whatever. There he goes. Finally got some in. Finally doing some good stuff. The Vikings taking some serious damage from the Stalkers. The main Triple M army having to deal with the Zealots. There's quite a lot of Zealots here. And the Colossus finally going, almost all going down. We're doing a bit of stim micro to keep away from the Zealots, but there's just too many Zealots, I think. He took care of the Colossus, but he was not ready for the Zealot pressure right here. And MMA going to have to re-macro out a huge army to deal with this because, yeah, Zealots just, he was not prepared for the amount of Zealots that just got thrown at his army. And now he is on the run, well and truly on the run. Or maybe he's pulling the army out. He doesn't really have enough to move in here and sort of hit this while he's pulling the army out of position. So I think he's just running for his life. Just running away as fast as he possibly can. 3 Stargates coming out of NightEnD. He is not going to sit back on his lowers. He's getting 3 Stargates out. What is he going to build with them? I have no idea. I don't think it's going to be Phoenix. I think it's going to be something like Void Rays. Maybe Tempest, but probably Void Rays would be my guess. Would have to be my guess. I can't think what else it could be. For Phoenix are kind of a bit fluffy for this point in the game. And Tempest, I mean, what the hell are the Tempest going to shoot? They got the range, but there's no battle cruisers for them to hit. So Void Rays would be... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Would be my guess. Maybe he wants a mothership. Because he can't be building carriers. Carriers are shockingly bad. Especially with Vikings on the field. So he's got to be thinking of something else. But MMA is thinking nukes right here. Oh man, this is epic. This is absolutely epic. We've got a fleet beacon coming out. No idea what he's going to get out of that. We've got nukes coming out as well. We've got all sorts of funky stuff. Oh, storms coming out. Beautiful play there from NightEnD. The High Templars all over the place doing a great job. We got a drop coming down this section. Oh, feedback on the medevacs is going to take some damage out. Some storms coming down as well. So NightEnD getting the High Templars out everywhere he needs to. Did a great job taking some damage. He's still going to lose the Nexus, which is very unfortunate, but it's such a great job. And NightEnD managing to get some storms down, some feedback down. That's, I mean, look at these guys, man. They're limping away the medevacs, and just from a couple of High Templars. going in on the other side. So MMA doing some great double prong. And I'm starting to get that feeling that he is really pressed to do a great job here. It's no longer just ruffle stomping anybody. He is having to put all of his considerable intellect, strategy, macro, all of his skills are coming into play here. He's even pulling out the nukes, which is definitely not part of the standard Terran Protoss Terran playbook. Not standard at all. Right now, this is pretty standard. Yeah, see the High Templar, you get the Ghost. You see the Colossus, you get the Vikings, and then you macro your way into a victory. And that's what MMA usually does, but he's getting the Ghosts out, and he's obviously saying, you know what, I need something special here to deal with this guy, and apparently nukes are going to be the answer. I haven't seen a nuke come out yet, which is maybe either I've missed it. I can't see how I missed it though, because they give such a great warning when those things come out, but we're maxed out. It is Tempest coming out here, which are going to give a lot of range. Maybe they're going to be good. Oh, the nuke is coming down. He's put it on the other side over here. I don't think the NightEnD is going to be able to stop this, but maybe he can. Maybe he can. Oh, just at the very, very last second, manages to kill that Ghost. Ah, so close. But those workers, man, most of them would have died if that nuke had come down. Oh, man, so close, so close. Oh, wow, that was close. Ton of Vikings out. NightEnD does have 3 Colossus, but I feel like Colossus isn't really his focus at the moment. He's moved into a mainly High Templar focus with a considerable amount of Tempests on the map. No cloak for these guys. They're just going to come in, sniping some High Templars. Maybe even over there. Going to get a nuke down on this side. He's building 2 more nukes. 3 command centers. Is this planetary madness or something like that? I do not know, but he definitely could do with a few more planetaries here. I don't know, maybe, who knows. Anyway, Phoenix coming out, Tempest coming out as well. Quite a lot of Tempest. I'm still not sure about the Tempest. They give a lot of range, but Vikings will own them. I guess the good thing about the Tempests are they're going to soak up a lot of attacks that otherwise would be taking the Colossus out. So the Colossus are going to be quite free because the Vikings will have their hands full trying to hit the Tempest. And unless MMA micros is forced to attack the Colossus, they are going to attack the Tempest by default, and the Tempest are going to soak up so many hits. The Colossus, meanwhile, are just going to absolutely own these forces if they aren't taken out quickly. Oh, another nuke coming down. Did we see multiple nukes? No, it looks like it's just the one. No, we've got a Ghost down here. Oh, man. He's not seeing this one. He saw the other one. He's not seeing this one. Boom. Look at all those workers just died. 31 workers lost total versus 0 for MMA and the nukes. Oh, so good, so good. He's down 45 under 66. And that is exactly what MMA needed to take the lead in this game. And now he is going to be doing a sensational job right here. Another nuke coming down. Did we see another nuke? He's putting another one at this base, just for the hell of it. There he goes. Once again, he's going to see that. He's going to take it out. The nuke is going to go down. Look at this, NightEnD putting in more workers. He just sent a whole bunch of new workers over there, and they got nuked again. Oh, NightEnD. He's now 45 workers lost, 31 under 66. I think MMA is going to take it right here. I think he is going to absolutely own right here because and NightEnD has a ton of forces right here. And he's doing we've got another nuke coming down here. Just why the hell not? The cloak's actually running out. This Ghost is just like, whatever, I don't give a shit. NightEnD finally realizing that there are nukes going down at this base, moves his forces away, and the Ghost out of cloak. He's just going to launch another one just to see if NightEnD is paying attention, which apparently he is. Apparently he is. And another nuke coming down here. So, nukes coming down all over the place. Is he going to see this one? The answer is no. NightEnD, oh, he's seen it. He's seen it. He's moving away. He's moving away. High Templar takes a bit of damage. But immediately recasts it right here. Absolutely immediately. Now he's got to move out and kill the Ghost right here. Where is the Observer? Where is the Observer? Please tell me there's an Observer somewhere. There it is. The Observer came. There was an Observer here. But at the very last second, didn't see it, and the Ghost somehow survived, and more workers died there. 17 under 66. MMA, all he has to do is just go out there and just take a couple of victories here, because there is no way that NightEnD can macro up at any sort of distance here. I mean, look, I don't think MMA wants to attack. I think he just wants to keep launching nukes at this point. He's like, whatever, I could attack, but I think I just want to launch nukes instead. He's actually going to destroy the 4th base with a nuclear strike right here. Is there a nuke happening here? No, I think he may have cancelled it. But the nuke is definitely happening right here. Boom, down goes the base, taken out by nukes. That is absolutely horrendous, and this ghost like, well, my job's done. Nuke that base to death, so now I'm going to go for the next one. I don't think he's going to make anything happen here, though. But he's going to try. He's absolutely going to try, and yeah, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. NightEnD is trying to get back up, but down it goes. More workers being destroyed. 14 under 66. Still MMA does not move in. He's just building an insane amount of units. I think there's no doubt anymore. He just wants to nuke everything into oblivion and just wait for NightEnD to go out and try and attack him, because why not? Why not nuke everything into oblivion? He's got more than enough income coming in. He's got 3 bases on the right-hand side that he doesn't even really need at this point. And look at this, ghost might actually get away. No, he's going to stop it. He's going to get taken out. But here we go. The force coming down here. MMA doesn't have a lot of ground units, actually. 11 and 26. So this is probably the main part of his army. He does have 25 Vikings and 8 ghosts. So he knows the plan of NightEnD. And he's just going to say, screw it, I'm going to go in anyway with so many Vikings, it's not even funny, and own them. The only thing that's really a threat to those Vikings is going to be Storms and Archons and Stalkers, of course, but it's going to take a lot to take out that many Vikings. But NightEnD is moving out at the moment. He's going to make everything happen. I cannot see how he's got any chance of destroying MMA's... I mean, of re-macroing into the game. I don't think he's got any chance of re-macroing, so it's pretty much this army. He's got a very nice amount of upgrades. It's got 2-2, so 2 weapons and 2 shields. The ground forces are 3-2-3, so they're looking very, very awesome. And here we go, MMA. Is he going to move out and attack this force? If he can flank out the back, hit the Tempest with the Vikings, then he's going to be in a sensational position. Continuing to nuke this base just because he can. And here he goes. He wants to get a flank off. He does not want to hit directly forward with the Vikings. He wants to flank on the side. Now, he's actually moving in straight here, right? He's seeing... Oh, we got the time warp. That's a good advantage for Mr. NightEnD. Getting some storms down on the Viking force. The Vikings are taking serious damage right here. MMA may be making a serious mistake going in here. His forces are absolutely getting destroyed right here. He's just lost a crap ton of units. It's equal here, but you got to remember, NightEnD, well, that's active forces. He's actually got a ton more than MMA does right here. So, I mean, MMA may be making a serious mistake right there. Moving in, that was not the best position to attack from. But now he's going to have to macro up a ton of forces. He's building 7 Vikings at a time, though, which is great. And we'll see if he can hold off right here, because he's got the macro to win, but he doesn't have the forces. He's got to get forces out ASAP and start knocking these guys out. He took out a ton of Tempest right here, and now he just needs to start taking out the Colossus and really make it happen. So he's got to fall back. He's got to build a ton of forces and see how it goes. The nukes, look at this ghost, man, just having a good time. The Tempers are just like, yeah, do whatever you want, mate. We don't really care anymore. And here we go. We've got a ton of Vikings coming out. It's going to come out to like 16. Once he gets 16, I think he's just going to move in and start owning stuff. And the ground forces should be enough to mop up everything. He's got all these workers all over the place. I don't know where the hell they were going, but they managed to get out of this base, and now they're going to the other bases over there. When is MMA going to make his counterattack? I feel like right now is the answer. He's got the Vikings. He's moving them. He's got the perfect flank that he always wanted. And NightEnD is like, oh my god, there's Vikings over there. Need to start dealing with them. Move some Archons in, and MMA is going to be moving away. He's got a bunch of forces over here. He needs to meet him up the top ramp if he wants to be able to hold off this force. So we have a look at the workers. NightEnd's not even trying to get his macro back up. So this is it. This is it. Oh, there's another position right here. The Vikings going for another hit. Takes out a Colossus. Very nice. Not too many losses right there for Mr. MMA. And his economy over here is still going strong. So he's still able to afford all the stuff he needs. But when is he going to move in with the ground forces? When is he going to move in? He needs to move in, and it's got to be soon. There he goes. Moving in. All these ground forces coming in. The Colossus just about to fall. Looks like they're about to fall. The Colossus go down. And now it's just going to be up to the Marines to wipe everything out. I think they should have everything done. The Vikings go down, but the Colossus were destroyed. And that is exactly what MMA needed. The Colossus go down. The Marines wipe out everything else. And MMA takes the victory right there. Very, very hard fought there. And those Tempests providing the cover for the Colossus just did such a good job. And the Stalkers and the Archers is so insanely hard for MMA to destroy those Colossus, but it absolutely had to be done. And once the Colossus were destroyed, Marines could just absolutely wipe out everything else. Marines Marauders just demolished everything else on the field, but the Colossus were the focus of NightEnd's army. They were absolutely keeping him alive, and they kept him in the game for so long. So great job there by Mr. NightEnd, holding off for so long, but in the end, MMA had a plan, got the nukes out, did a great job at NightEnd. I mean, dealing with the nukes, he tried, but MMA just kept pushing, and in the end, he destroyed so many workers. He did the double nuke strike, and NightEnd saw one, he didn't see the other. So that's very, very cheeky from MMA, but to such an effect. What a great play. And that's it. MMA with another very impressive victory here. And there we go. Great game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned for that.